To be standing like a tree, repeat that, standing like a tree. To be standing like a tree, be standing like a tree. Come down the rain, come down the sun, come down. Why is vocalizing and singing so significant in terms of promoting health and wellness? When we're vocalizing and when we're singing, our body is activated. And really notice different placements, where you feel that buzzing and that vibration, and maybe letting yourself play around, go a little higher, a little lower with your voice. So many benefits to singing. I think someone talked about a decrease in stress, and so we know that singing affects our cortisol levels and the oxygen flow in our bodies, and so there are some real physiological health benefits to singing and vocalizing. When we are children, we're using music really instinctually, or we're vocalizing and making those sounds really instinctually, and in particular, the first interactions between an infant and their primary caregiver happens through vocal sound. And so when we're able to actually access some of that as adults, it can actually be quite restorative because there are benefits to play and creativity even in adulthood. And so being able to tap into some of that joy or some of that freedom that some people kind of alluded to in their observed personal responses can be quite restorative and can offer lots of avenues for both just strengthening resources, but also for folks that have experienced harm in childhood, some avenues for repair there. When we're vocalizing and when we're singing, our body is activated. We started today with just breathing, right, and breathing deeply. And for some folks that I've worked with, that alone can be a really threatening experience, to just sit and notice their breathing, right? Because I think our world, our society kind of teaches us to be like so in our heads that becomes really easy to disconnect from our bodies. And sometimes when you slow down and just feel, it's like, you notice how much you're carrying in your physical body. And so that can be a real affordance, is that our body has to be activated when we're singing. We're breathing deeply, we're using our whole vocal apparatus, and so it engages the body in a different way than talking does. Letting in some light, rolling back the stone, letting in some light. I'm gonna grow, grow, grow. Rolling back the stone, I'm gonna grow, grow, grow. Rolling back the stone.